Fine, good morning to you all students. Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and you all are doing well students. So students, are you studying daily portions? So are you studying daily portions or not students? So please study daily portions, okay? So don't waste time, okay? So welcome to our today's online class students. So now we are studying about chapter 17, isn't it? So what's the title for our chapter? So the title for our chapter is Computer Ethics and Cyber Security, okay? So before I am going to start about today's portion, so just recall what are things you have studied in the last class, okay? So last class, what are the things you have studied? So now we are studying about chapter 17. So what are things you have studied in the last class? What do you mean by computer ethics and what do you mean by cyber security? Okay. So last class we have discussed about introduction about computer networks. Isn't it? What do you mean by internet? Then what are the technologies you are using in the internet and how you are going to use the internet and what are the guidelines you need to follow, isn't it? So these are the things you have studied in the last class, isn't it? So what do you mean by internet? So internet is a collection of network. From this internet you can able to get lot of things. That means regarding your studies or anything. So if you need to run a successful business or education or whatever may be, you should require a network connection. Isn't it, Anna? Yes. So likewise, so if in the internet the advantages as well as disadvantages are there. Okay. So next we have studied about computer ethics. So what do you mean by ethics? What do you mean by ethics? Ethics means, so if you are using the internet, so what are the guidelines which is wrong and which is right and wrong that you need to follow. That is called computer ethics. Okay. So today also we are going to study about this computer ethics with detail. Okay. So and also the guidelines. What are the guidelines you need to follow in the computer ethics? Okay. Okay. So what do you mean by computer ethics? So computer ethics means, what's the normal meaning of ethics? Ethics means which is right and which is wrong. That is means which one you need to follow, which one need not to follow. Isn't that is called ethics? So what are the guidelines you need to follow if you are using the internet? Okay. So now we are going to study about what are the guidelines you need to follow if you are using this internet. Okay. So what are the guidelines mean? First one is honesty. Okay, normally we used to say this word honesty. What do you mean by honesty? So in the English we used to say one proverb, no, honesty is the best policy. So that is one of the character in a human, is in honesty. So such a honest person, such a person, if you are good personality looking, good behavior, good acting, that person, we can say that person is a honesty person. Okay. Likewise, if you are using this computer network, we can say particular person is a honesty. Okay. So when we can say particular person is a honesty means, if a particular user is truthful while using the internet. What do you mean by truthful? He or she needs to be true in all the situation. For example, if you are using your account, maybe FB account or bank account or any other account, okay, you are using your account, you need to be truth. That means you should use alone your, that means you should be using your account alone. You should not allow to use other accounts. That is called truthful. Okay. So what's the first guidelines of ethics is honesty. Honesty means, so the particular user needs to be a honesty person. That means the user should always be honest. The users always should be truthful which account he or she is using. Understood? So that's the first point, honesty. Okay. Honesty means important point you need to be remember is truthful. Always you need to be truthful or using your account or internet. Next one is a confidentiality. Okay. So confidential means confidence. Always a human's one important characteristic is a confidence. So whatever may be, you particularly if your friend is there, for example, your friend is always being confident to you. What do you mean by confident? So that means the particular friend is saying his personal or sharing his personal things to you. Why? He is thinking he is a confident person, confidentiality. He won't say these things to someone. That is a confidentiality, that's secrecy. So same thing. So if you are using the internet means also you should be a confidential person. That means you should not share your information or others' information to unauthorized people. So what do you mean by unauthorized? What do you mean unauthorized? Unauthorized means the third party person. That is unknowing person. That is called unauthorized. Okay. Okay, so what do you mean unauthorized person? For example, you are using your account. So without the knowledge of you, some other persons are using your account, or other persons are taking the personal information or other. That is called unauthorized person. Confidential means always you should be confident. Do not share your personal things or important information to other people. Okay, that's the second guidelines of ethics. Third one is respect. Okay, so respect means each user should respect the privacy of others. That means you should be always respect the privacy of others. You should not, so in your mind you need to keep it. So I should not open others account. I should not share others. That is called respect. Okay, so in this slide you have studied about three guidelines. What are they? Honesty, confidentiality and respect. Okay, so next thing is the professionalism. So what do you mean by professionalism? Okay, so the educational people, educationally he is highly qualified means we can say particular person is a professionalized person. Okay, so each user, if you are using the internet means you should always follow a that's a just like a so valid, that means just like a educational person you need to be obey, or educational person you need to be behave. Okay, so well qualified educational persons will not be going to open others account or will not be taking care of others and all. Okay, so professionalism means you should always maintain your professional conduct. That means you should use always your account, do not go to others account. Okay, so next one is obey the law. Already you have studied about cyber crimes. What do you mean by cyber crimes? Taking others information, taking others photos, others videos, then others account balance. So this and all is called come under which one? This and all we can say cyber crimes, isn't it? So if you are using this network, particular guidelines are provided. You should always follow or obey the particular laws. That is called what? Obey the law. Okay, so that laws we can say is cyber law. Okay, what are the guidelines they are giving? All the laws you should be obey. That is called obey the law. Okay, so next one is the responsibility. So responsibility is the same as the professionalism or something. So you should be responsible for yours. Okay, your account is responsible for you. Okay, because you should always taking ownership of your account. For example, you are handling your bank account. Okay, so if that bank account passwords or anything is known by you alone, if you are giving the passwords or account to some others, means others will get there or hack the detail. So you will be responsible for your account. So what are the guidelines you have studied in this ethics? One time remember it. First one is the honesty. What do you mean by honest? You should be always truthful to others. Confidential means you should be always confidential about your. You should not share your things or your personal things to unauthorized people. Respect means always you should respect. That is the privacy. Always you should provide the privacy. Next one is the professionalism. You should be always behave like a just professional. That is educational people. Obey the law. So particular laws are there means you should obey and follow the particular laws. Okay, so next one is the responsible. You should be responsible for your account. Okay, these are the guidelines for which one? Ethics. Okay, so next one is ethical issues. So you have studied about what do you mean by ethics and what are the guidelines or the rules to be followed to taking it. Next one is the ethical issues. So what do you mean by issues? So what do you mean by issues? Some problems or anything we can call as a word called issues, isn't it? So here we are talking about ethical issues. So already ethics means you know what do you mean by right and what do you mean by wrong. So what are the issues you are going to face using the internet? Okay. So what do you mean by ethical? Ethics, what is right and what is wrong. Which one is right you need to do, which one is not you have been done. So which is right we can call as what? Ethical. Okay, so which is not right, that's a wrong, we can call this what? Unethical. Okay, so ethical issue means so it is happening by means of particular person or organization or institutions or anything. Okay, so for example particular person is hacking your account, so that we can say so particular person is hacking, so that issue is happening by one person, or some group of persons are hacking a particular account, so we can say it is a organization. So particular issue is happening by particular organization. Okay, so that is called ethical issues. Okay, so these issues you need to be solved by taking some steps. So this is an important question. So this is the these are some of the common ethical issues. Okay, some of the common ethical issues while you are facing and while you are using the internet. Okay, so what's the first issue means? Cybercrime. Okay, just write what's the first thing? Cybercrime. Next one is software piracy. Okay, this and all we are going to study in detail in the next slide. Okay, what's the first thing? First one is cybercrime. Second one is software piracy. Third one is unauthorized access. Next one is hacking. Then use of computers to commit fraud. Then sabotage in form of virus, making false claims using computers. This sometimes they will ask for 2 mark or 3 mark question, important questions. Okay, this is the common ethical issues you are facing while you are using the internet. So first one is a cybercrime. Okay, so cybercrime we can call as a white collar crime. Okay, so we can call, what's the name of cybercrime? White collar crime. Okay, so which person we can call as a white collar crime person or a cyber crime person mean? So the particular person is using his brain in a most intelligent manner. So you might have seen in most of the movies, so we cannot be able to identify how they are hacking the particular account, how they are doing this hackings and all. Such a intelligent manner particular person is doing some hackings or taking others account or others bank balance. So such kind of crimes we can call as which crime? Cyber crime or white collar crime. Okay, so the persons who commit such a crime is the person is doing such in a which manner? Very, very intelligent manner. So best example we can say means in the movies also you might have seen illegal money transfer. For example, your account, you have account balances. For example, your account having nearly 1 lakh balance will be there. So without the permission of you, unknowingly particular person is transferring from money from your account to some other person. Okay, without the knowledge of you or without the permission of you, the particular person is transferring money from your account to some other account. That is a illegal money transfer. Such kind of that crimes we are calling as which crime? White collar crime. Okay, so likewise lot of crimes are there, they have given in a textbook. We are going to study each and every crimes in detail. Okay, so what do you mean by cyber crime? So the name of cybercrime is a white collar crime. What's the meaning of white collar crime? Such a person is doing this such a kind of crimes in very, very intelligent manner. We can't be able to identify how they are hacking the account, how they are doing this kind. Best example is illegal money transfer through the internet. Okay, so there are a lot of crimes they are given in your textbooks. Okay, first one is cyber terrorism. So what do you mean by cyber terrorism mean? So you might have heard the word blackmailing. So particular person will hack or particular person will take the information from the account and the particular person will blackmail to the particular person or business. For example, commonly the persons used to say, don't share your personal photos or family photos or personal information to the social networks. That means in network or YouTube or FB or OA. The persons, unauthorized persons will take your photo and they will do morphing, and without the knowledge of you they will publish everything. So and they will take the photo of you and they will blackmail. Isn't it? So such a kind of crime will come under which one? Cyber terrorism, mainly blackmailing. They will, particular person will take, that's a hacker or particular person will take your accounts and they will blackmail towards of this one. This is called what? Cyber terrorism. Understood what you mean by cyber terrorism? Blackmailing towards a person. That is called cyber terrorism. Next one is cyber stalking. Okay, cyber stalking means harassing through online. That means through online they will send fake friend request and fake they will create one a fake user ID and they will send your request and they will talk just like a friend and they will take the information. That is called what? Cyber stalking. Understood? Second one is cyber stalking. Then malware. Malware means some malicious, that is unwanted program. Okay, so you might have heard the word virus. So if they have spread the virus through the internet, means the particular virus will automatically, if you are downloading movies or anything, if you are download from the net, automatically the virus will enter into your system. Okay, then your system will get crash. Then your system will get crash or the system is very slow and it will corrupt your files. So this kind of that malicious unwanted programs they will spoil or spread through your system. That is called malware. Okay, so automatically it will delete your data. This and all come under without your permission. They will take this and all called what? Malware. That is unwanted programs. They will spread through the internet while you are downloading something. They automatically enter your system and corrupt your files. That is called what? Malware. Understood? Then denial of service attack. Okay, so denial of service attack means overloading a system. Overloading means, for example, 1 liter bottle is there. Okay, so what's the capacity of that bottle? 1 liter. You can able to pour water till 1 liter. More than 1 liter, if you are pouring the water means what you will get? The water will get overflow. That is called what? the capacity. Likewise, the system also a particular request, that is a particular capacity only it can able to run fast. Overloading, if you are giving the fake request, for example, if you are giving friend request, if you are giving friend request to your friends, the same time, if you are giving 10 or 15 requests at the same time, same moment, means the system will get crashed. That is called overloading. This denial of service means unknown persons will send more of 5 or 6 or 7 that request, that means fake request it will send and made the system to crash. That is denial of service attack. Okay. So next one is fraud. Okay, what do you mean by fraud? Normally you know fraud persons. So the persons do fraud things. What are things? Taking your account details, taking your money balance or account everything. That is called fraud. Okay, without the permission of you transfer the money, etc. Then harvesting, important 2 mark question. Harvesting. Okay, harvesting means particular person will collect your login details. What are the login details? Your user ID, username and password. Likewise, they will collect your particular person's login details without the permission of the person. That is called what? Harvesting. What do you mean by harvesting? Person or hacker will get the information or the user ID, username and password without the knowledge of that. That is called what? Harvesting. Okay. Next one is identity theft. Okay. So identity theft means they will do something to get a financial gain. For example, they are taking the money from some other's account and they will be filling their own account. That is called financial gain. Such kind of thing is called what? Identity theft. Then intellectual property theft. Property means, for example, particular person is running a big company. So all the personal, that is regarding the company details, the company documents, company's important personal things, all the company's documents, company's website, company's important things and all steal by particular person is called which one? Intellectual. That is the property of the particular business persons or property of the particular company. Will steal by person is called what? Intellectual property theft. Okay. So next one is salami slicing. So what do you mean by salami slicing? Okay. So salami slicing means stealing. That is very, very important. Tiny amounts of money from your account. For example, your account having 10,000 rupees. So the particular person will not take 10,000 rupees at a time. First he will take 50 rupees. So while you are transferring money from one person to the next person, and the particular charge, like a charge, the person will take 10 rupees, then 30 rupees for like a small tiny amounts of money it will transfer from your account. That is called what? Salami slicing. Okay. So scam. Scam means, so particular, you might have seen lot of online websites. So in online websites, the real websites also there, fake website also there. Same as a real website, they will create a fake website. So if you are opening the real website, automatically the page will go to which one? Fake website. We don't know which one is real and fake. Then they will take our information. That's called what? Scam. Okay. They will make us to believe as the true one. Okay. Then spam. Spam means, so they will send unwanted emails. So if you need to chat with a particular person means, so they will send unwanted email to large number of persons. That is called what? Spam message. Unwanted message they will send through email. That is called what? Spam. Okay. So next one is spoofing. Okay. So spoofing means, so if for example you might have experienced this one, cross-talking. So you make a call to your friend. So if you are talking to your friend means in between some persons, that persons will come and they will hack your call and they will join your call and they will corrupt your data or they will get your data and they will cross-talk. Simply we can name cross-talk. That is called spoofing. Okay. So what are the crimes and what are the functions of the crimes we have studied here, isn't it? So what are the crimes we have studied? Cyber terrorism, cyber stalking, malware, denial of service attack, fraud, harvesting, identity theft, intellectual property theft, salami slicing, scam, then spam and spoofing. So what do you mean by cyber terrorism? The particular person is blackmailing towards a particular business. He will always blackmail particular persons or anything. Cyber stalking means, so fake request or through online he will send something that is called cyber stalking. Malware means unwanted programs he will send through the network and it may do a system to corrupt. Then denial of service attack means, so overloading of system more than your system's capacity, it will send more fake requests and made your system to performance slow. That is called what? Denial of service attack. Next one is fraud. Fraud means the person need not to be a true person. So like a fraud things he will do, getting money from others or harvesting. Very, very important to mark. What do you mean harvesting? Harvesting means getting others user ID and login password without the knowledge of others. That is called harvesting. Identity theft means, So particular crime, the person is doing crime to get particular for his own financial gain, he is taking money from others. Intellectual property theft means particular business person's documents and important things they are stealing. Salami means tiny amounts of money. Scam means that tricking, that means original, like a original website, fake website. Okay, then spam means if the person is sending unwanted emails. Okay, spoofing means getting some malpractice and getting the unknown messages from the user. Okay, today's up to this enough. What are things you have studied, guidelines to be followed, then what do you mean by cybercrime and what are the functions of cybercrime. Okay, after completion of this session please study this thing, then tomorrow's remaining portions I'll continue. Thank you, students.